morning and welcome back, guys. This is day one of a couple day video. Well, 2 days for sure. So, got a decent day of trucking tomorrow, finally. Trucking's been really slow. It always is this time of year, but so be it, I suppose. But I'm gonna go grab fuel for tomorrow morning, as well as get this truck washed. It's below freezing and I don't have a place to wash it, so I'm gonna bring it to a wash center and get her shined up a little bit. She hasn't had a good wash and a good hands and soap wash in about 2 months. I power washed it a few times, but it's time to get a hand wash. A little bit of a line this morning. Never seen a now and later trailer. That's kind of cool. I like these, not these standard just wrapped advertisement trailers, but this looks kind of older and I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. So got a couple trucks, Schaendorf super tanker sitting here. So just waiting. This truck pump is killing me. This is slower than a civilian pump. I've been here for like 5 minutes and I had a quarter tank when I started. I'm very quickly getting over this, but I need a full tank for tomorrow and Friday. So dispatch just called me and they got me a load to go into the ethanol plant, or coming out of the ethanol plant. So the hardest part in trucking is I'm going there empty. So I'm calling around trying to figure out if anybody local has corn they want to bring in there, because I'll make a tiny bit of money hauling the distilled grains out of the ethanol plant, but if I can carry a load of 1,000 bushel of corn into the ethanol plant, that'll be sheer profit, basically. So that's how you make money trucking, is moving both ways full. If you can get paid running both ways, that's when you start making money. I'm just getting a freshie. Next in line. This will feel good. Normally, I'd wash this truck and trailer myself, but I have nowhere indoor to wash it, and it's about 30 degrees. So, yeah. I'm just gonna get it done today, pay for it. It's not terrible. I think it's $100 for a truck and trailer. It's really not that bad compared to spending hour and a half, 2 hours with one guy on soap and blah blah blah. That's really not that bad. So, oh well, first time ever doing this. Just chilling. Kind of nice, won't lie. We'll see what she looks like when we come out of here. I can't see out this thing. Half hour later and we're out of here. Did a walk around to the truck. She looks pretty good. I think she'd need a little extra degreaser to get some spots off on the trailer, but got all the salt off and she'll be looking good for a day of trucking tomorrow. So, can't complain too much. Looks like I'm crying. Just woke up, so I don't know why I'm whispering either, but let's go trucking. starting to get really nervous about this load. Never been to this farm. The dispatch told me, call before you go, be on your game. It's like, okay, that's not normal, but okay. The guy loading me just said, oh, you're going to that guy. Don't piss him off. Okay. He's like, you better not be over 30 tons. So the last guy that was there brought him 50 tons. He chased him down the driveway with his pickup and followed him into town. Don't drive on your lawn. Just smile and be nice. I said, you guys are really making me nervous with this one. Maybe I should have quoted this load a little higher. At least they got their conveyor belt running, so they don't have to load me with a loader. Usually when they load me with a loader, that's not bad. It's just usually they get a spot where I can't close my tarp at, so. Oh, joy. 2 trucks ahead of me. There's this guy, and then there's a salt truck they gotta load, and then I can get loaded, so. So these guys are bringing cotton byproduct all the way up from Arkansas, Louisiana, down south, and putting it in this warehouse for cattle feed. Here's a pile of it. It's all just cotton hulls. The leftover products of what comes out of the cotton gin. But we're loaded and let's get out of here. Tarped, locked, ready to the angry farmer, I suppose. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. The guy said, all right, don't go get yelled at now. I'm like, you guys are just making this better. I just talked to the farmer on the phone because I got told, give him a heads up. He's an old European man, probably Dutch. He's a dairy farmer, so probably Dutch. So I've dealt with plenty of them. I know how to do it. We got about 100-mile drive to this farm, so it's a good, nice trip. I won't complain. Then I got to pick up DDGs about 5 miles down the road from where I'm bringing it. Bring that back to a farm a few miles from our house. So it's a decent day. It'll be a little over 200 miles. It's so odd to me. We're about 20 miles out of Grand Rapids in the middle of farm country. And there's a giant casino. One of the biggest casinos in Michigan. Just randomly out here in the middle of farm country. Just still a very odd concept to me. Got the Martin drag strip. Top Thrill Dragsters used to be a location for one of the NHRA events. So they do a couple big giant drag races every year here. They used to also throw what was called the B93 Birthday Bash, which is a giant country concert. That's actually been moved to the minor league baseball stadium in Grand Rapids. So lots of little odd things to do in West Michigan. Good gracious. We're gonna pull off quick and grab some breakfast and something to drink. We're about 15 miles from where we need to be, so called the farmer. I'm actually half hour ahead of schedule. So grab myself a sugar-free Monster, a couple slices of pizza. I'm just gonna chill for a minute. So this guy's pretty high-strung, so I'm gonna try not to get too early or too late. Oh look, a solar farm. What? See if we can go find a dairy farm. Some beautiful, quiet country out here. Farm should be up here about a mile on the left, so it's a pretty big farm. I looked it up on maps, so we'll see what she looks like when we get there. This is the place. They have a scale and such somewhere. I've never been here before, but apparently there's a house with a scale. I think it's on the other side of this red house up here. Pretty big dairy farm. Yeah, it's a big dairy farm, so they got the scale here where I gotta check in. So we'll see what I gotta do. Got this little weigh house, weigh it in. I'll just leave this here, I guess, along with their copy. So let's go dump. Now to figure out where we gotta go. There's a feed bay over there. I see one over here. This is the fun part. I don't know where I gotta be. So we'll figure it out though. Of course, I had a 50-50 chance. I chose the wrong 50. Oh well. No big deal. Pretty nice place. I've been to some real junky farms, and this one's pretty nice, so props to them. It's all muddy, obviously, because it's been melting and freezing and melting and freezing, but yeah, it's not too bad. I will say this area is a little tight to spin around with a truck, but can manage. I'm just glad I don't have a lot longer of a trailer. Wish I had my switches like my truck, so come back here. Boop. There we go. If they had it pushed up a little better, I could have fit more in the actual bay, but yeah, they didn't do that. So we'll just wait for the box to go down. Clean up this so I don't spray any cars. Nicest part about this load is now I get to run to the ethanol plant 5 or so miles from here, fill up, and I get to drop it at a farm just north of the town where we live. I don't like driving in these boots, so change my shoes. Boots is down, box is basically down. On to the next one. Seeing cases, deers, fence, New Hollands, cats. I think this guy just buys whatever he's get a good deal on, which for Europeans, that's pretty darn normal. Did not go near as bad as I was hoping. I could tell he was a straight to the point kind of guy on the phone, but I thought it was going to go worse, so I'm happy with that. His printer's a little messed up, but I think that's because it's like 25 degrees out. It's not, the ink's not flowing right. So I called him and told him that, and he said, I know, no big deal. Just print it and leave. I said, oh, yes, sir. So now we're headed off to the Anderson's Ethanol in Albion. Like I said, very nice area. Lots of big fields. Where I just came from was a lot of smaller fields, probably about 40 acres. But 2 miles down the road, these are all 100+ acre fields. Rough roads though, my word. Oh look, yet again, more solar farms. There's a lot of them around here. I really dislike that, however. Another one up there. Looks like they're putting one in over there. There's the ethanol plant though. You can tell by the steam coming out of those smokestacks. There's another. solar field over there. Just remember, people, we've only got so much land to feed people. They don't make any more of it. Solar farms might pay well, but you're limiting our good food sources, you're limiting people's opportunities, and if a young guy wants to get started, you're limiting them probably for life, because usually the solar farms, I think, have a 30-year lease on the land. So that's my 2 cents. Just having fun. Welcome to the Midwest, baby. That's a corn pile. So we'll get weighed in here and see what we can do, I suppose. I just hope I'm in the right spot. I see a tanker going in over there. There's grain trucks going everywhere. I got this guy with a belt trailer in front of me, so I assume he's getting DDGs, which is dried distilled grains. Once again, the joys of trucking. Never been here, not sure where to go. So, I got this guy in front of me. I hope he's getting the same thing as me, but we'll see. Crap, this guy's got corn. Maybe I'm not in the right spot. We'll pick up the old telephone and we'll see here in a minute. Yep, I was in the wrong spot. But I tried calling the operator twice, and I called the office and nobody would pick up the phone. So I just drove up to the scale house and said, where do I go? So, gotta go all the way back here, which they didn't have any signs for, but somebody's truck's having some issues. Hopefully they don't light on fire or something. So that guy's either picking up, I think, some sort of fuel. No, he's loading, so I think he's picking up corn oil. I don't know what's going on here. These guys are kind of just sitting here, but I'm not passing people and making enemies today. I see now. They load you with a loader here. That's the DDG pile in there. So now basically we're just gonna wait in line till I can get loaded. Once again, I'm not in the right spot. Lovely. I'm an idiot, but it would really help if they labeled things better and explained things better. Apparently I go all the way back here to load dry distilled grains. Not distilled grains, dry is way back here. They also keep the nicest, highest tech equipment back here. We'll figure out where we're going. It just might take a few minutes. I see where. We gotta go back in there. Here we go. That's a corn line. This is a DDG line. Nobody here. All right, so like I said, I've never been here. So I had to get my CompuWay ticket for the Andersons. He had to walk me through what to do, and yeah, lots of fun stuff. But now I'm good I gotta come back here tomorrow, so. He just communicates through my CB up there. I don't gotta visit the scale house or anything. I just gotta find a place to hang this so that they're I forgot to ask, where's this heading to? Hang on. RTD Farms.
What city is that?
Coopersville. So I just gotta find a place to hang this, and so they got little scanners that they can hit me with. So we'll find a place to hang this, and we'll get loaded and get out of here. That looks good to me. We'll see how much he can fit on me. Hopefully I get paid by the ton, so hopefully he'll fill this trailer right up to the brim, so I won't be overweight. This stuff's nice and fluffy. The guy that's loading me came down and talked to me for a few minutes, just to kind of like brief me through what's going on, how to do things here, because every place is a little bit different. He said they are so empty on DDGs, they actually ran out last night. So whatever they're loading me with is coming...
Back up just a little bit for me.
Is coming straight out of the kiln or whatever you want to call it.
Good.
So I'm going to be loaded with goose feathers, but I can't do anything about that. I can feel he's loading me. That's about it. Full. Hopefully this CompuWay system will hit that card. And then, yeah, he'll hit finish and my stuff will come out here. She's full. You know it's full when you got a hand unroll your tarp because it won't roll from below. All right, got her tarped. Shouldn't have washed this thing now that I know, because everything is all covered with a fine layer of dry distilled grains, but that's okay. But now time for the 100-mile drive home. So, should be fairly simple, fairly easy. But let's blow this popsicle stand. That right there is a giant pile of corn. Just blows my mind that you can store corn like that, but I suppose if you do a good job, it's good enough to process into ethanol. Nice big farm. Nice grain farm here. They've just filled me plumb full. They filled me so plumb full that every little bump I hit, a tiny little handful of distillers falls out the back. So I hope that that quits by the time I get the highway, because that's just asking to get pulled over. A little stressed out. This stuff is so fluffy, it's literally like powder. And every time I hit a bump, like a half a handful falls out of my trailer and just dusts the car behind me. So I hopped off the highway, hoping it'd be less traffic. I don't know what's better. I don't know what to do. I've got no way. I shoveled some away from the corners of the trailer. It's not really helping. It's so fluffy, it just kind of falls everywhere. I don't know. Well, I've driven about 20 miles and it's still just dusty behind my trailer. So I hopped off the highway, and I'm on county highways now. Less traffic behind me. I don't know what else to do. I'm 100 miles from home. Well, about 60, 70 now. If I get on the highway, I just dust other truckers and lots more cars. If I take these county highways, at least I can stay ahead of people, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's just like orange dust coming off behind me. That's just distilled grain, basically ground up, cooked ground up corn. It's just like fluff. Just like, not even sand, it's finer particles than sand. So I guess we're just gonna take a nice visit of the countryside today. There's the famous Mooville Creamery. They make their own ice cream, their own milk, their own cheeses. And they milk, I think, 1,000 cows. It's a little easier to see out there. But here comes the next round of snow. Supposed to get a couple inches by tomorrow night, so we'll see how trucking goes in the morning. I'm supposed to run to GR and then back to Albion where I just was tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I don't mind a little snow, but I don't like it the road's covered. I got sick of zigzagging and we're 20 miles from home. So I hopped back on the highway and we're just gonna hope for the best, I guess. It's calmed down a little bit. And it's snowing, so it kind of masks the dust a little bit. It's beginning. Just got off the phone with my cousin. He's got a dozen, 15 trucks on the road doing the same thing I'm doing. He gave me a couple tips for tomorrow when I haul in these distilled grains, how to keep them from leaking. He basically just told me every good commodity and grain hauler has a couple rolls of duct tape and some paper rags, and you fill the corners of your trailers with rags and then duct tape over them. And he said if that doesn't work, stop at the gas station and get a couple large cups of water and just drizzle it around the back of your trailer, and it'll plug all the holes up. It'll turn any of your dry product into lumps, and it'll just fill in all the cracks. So we'll have to give that a try tomorrow, I guess. Just driving in a winter wonderland. Something, something, it's something. I don't know, Christmas carols. Something, something, something. Trucking in a winter wonderland. So, this farm I'm going to is not organized whatsoever. I'm hoping last time I was here, there was not enough room to turn around in the farm. So I had to back in basically from the road all the way around their barns. I'm hoping they fed up enough silage that I can spin around and back in. But I'm gonna have to go for a walk when I get there. Alright. We'll see what we got. We're gonna pull in this far driveway and go for a walk, I guess. It doesn't look like it. Alright. We'll see what they got carved out here. I was hoping they were gonna feed up a chunk here so you could peel in here, and you gotta turn down there and back in. I might be able to make it if I swing this real wide. I might be able to make it. We'll see what we can do. Hi, ladies. I think I can come down here and swing wide out into here, and might have to jockey around to make it down this alleyway, but that's where I got back into. Am I good or what? We made her by the skin of our teeth. I got that fluorescent orange paint job on the trailer apparently. Oh well, we're here now. How hard I tried to manage this spilling. I had to hammer these things shut. Oh, need some weight to open. Never mind, there she goes. This farm actually had a fire last year and they've just never rebuilt. So the barn's half burned out front. These are all heifers. Just an interesting place. There we go. They can push that up. They don't give me room to dump, so they'll have to push that up with a loader. Snow just makes everything messy and gross and wet, and I like the snow. I'd rather take snow over heat, but yuck. Let's get out of here without getting a flat tire. That's goal number 1. Actually, I forgot to close my tailgate dog, so I gotta get back out. On my trailer, I can do this from the cab. Not on this one. Let's go home and get some lunch. Guys, my corn's there. In one of those bins. My corn's in one of those bins. Well, we're back home. Snow's coming down. We're done trucking for the day. Till tomorrow morning at least. So, time to go start on chores. Well, in between the clip before this and this one, went inside, wrote up an invoice for the trucking today, ate some lunch, laid down for about 20 minutes. I think I'm a little tired. If you can see it in my eyes. I don't know what my deal with sleep's been, but if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for more. I appreciate you watching, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.